puny god. No, not Loki. Welcome back, guys. We're back again. Storm here.
Mom here.
Kimmy here.
We are so excited to be watching Loki.
Wow.
This has been a long time wait, and I know it was delayed. And anyways, I'm just so happy. This episode's called Glorious Purpose. Glorious Purpose. We did see the trailer, and Owen Wilson is also in this, and we like him. We saw him in a couple movies, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's right, yes.
Yes, we did.
So he's a lot of fun, and this takes place after the events of Avengers Endgame, because we were asking questions about that before because we weren't sure. It's a different Loki. It's not our main universe Loki, right? Because he actually was killed by Thanos.
Yeah,
That's right.
And then we had a lot of time jumps actually in Endgame, and then we saw another Loki version take the Tesseract and disappear.
That's right, yeah.
So he's probably going to go on quite the adventure.
So he's on a different timeline.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess so.
So I'm excited that Loki's back in the game because he was one of my favorites, and I love Thor too. But just to follow Loki around and have him be a little bit more independent and be all mischievous like he likes to be.
Yes, he sure does.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
And I have to give Kim a lot of credit today because her husband is right now in a major surgery and he's doing okay, but I give you props because this is how dedicated we are to the channel. So thank you guys for being wonderful fans.
I can't go in the hospital, so
yeah.
Hey,
you are amazing.
Yeah,
I said we didn't have to do it today. But I really appreciate that. And I want to also thank you guys because like our fans are so compassionate because a lot of you know that I'm also going in for surgery in about 3 weeks from now. And it's a major surgery. I wrote about it on our Patreon if you want to check that out. Our links are below. And so I am good right now. It's a hit or miss every day, but we hold strong. We're good units, and we support each other. And you guys have been a wonderful support too. And thank you for sticking by us. And any help you can give us on Patreon if you want to watch our full reactions. Videos come out early there before they hit YouTube. That's huge for us. So, and even just being our fans on, and just subscribing on YouTube is just amazing. So thank you guys for your support. But all is well right now, and I think we should get into Loki.
Fun. That's great.
Yeah.
101. Ah, the Avengers music.
On my way down.
Oh, right to it. Cutie God. Poor Hulk.
Stop.
Opportunity.
Slice.
That's right. No stairs.
Oh my God.
Bye. Very different music.
Yeah, it is.
Even gold in it. Green and gold. He has to like stand higher too. He always has to be like better.
Variant identified.
I beg your pardon. Now get out of my way.
Boy, what a punch.
Oh my God.
You're now moving at 1/16 speed, but feeling all that pain in real time.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh.
These poor people are like, what is going on?
What's going on?
Yeah, you won't remember
They're
anything.
confused.
Reset.
Whoa.
He's trying to run. Oh!
Oh. What?
Yo-yo.
It's the Tesseract. Be very careful with it.
Who do you say sounds dumb?
That's dumb.
Trust me.
I look happy, but I'm evil.
Look at
He's
you.
twitching. Whoa!
Okay then.
Please sign to verify this is everything you've ever said.
What?
What?
That's a
Oh,
sign.
here we go again.
And this.
Oh my gosh.
Do a lot of people not know if they're robots?
Thank you for your confirmation. Please move through.
What if I was a robot and I didn't know it?
The machine would melt you from the inside out. Please move along, sir.
He's so
It's a robot.
hesitant now.
Please through the door.
Oh
I
boy.
don't know.
Take a
You have a system.
That's right.
That might be a valuable ticket.
Shazam.
Long ago, there was a vast multiversal war, bringing peace by reorganizing the multiverse into a single timeline. The TVA has stepped in to fix your mistake and set time back on its predetermined path.
Okay.
TVA.
Yeah.
Love the animation.
I tried to ask that guy for a ticket, sir.
Whoop, they just
my
kill him?
God.
They just erase him from time?
Don't hesitate to let us know how we're doing.
You see?
Yeah, he's got it now.
It appears that when they arrived,
That's Owen Wilson.
That's the 6th attack in the last week.
That we know of.
Hey, wait, stand down.
Stand down.
Ah. Ooh. Huh.
Devil-bearing gifts.
Huh. Got like devil candy or something.
Yeah.
Are you guilty or not guilty, sir?
Guilty of being the god of mischief, yes.
We're not here to talk about the Avengers.
Oh no?
No. What they did was supposed to happen. You escaping was not.
Guilty.
You won't be able to do anything here. You have no powers there.
His powers, man.
Don't rush me. Damn it, why would it work?
I feel like I'm always looking up to you. I like it. It's appropriate.
Whoa. Crazy.
Same.
Wow.
This place is a nightmare.
That's another department. Now that department I'll help you burn down. You love to talk.
There's only one person you can trust.
Yourself? I like it. Slap it on a t-shirt.
Oh.
You're just a little pussycat. I got a set of questions for you. You answer them honestly, and you want to get out of here, right? Yeah, so we'll start there. Midgard, aka Earth. All right, now you're the king of Midgard, then what? Loki, king of space. Daddy. Big metaphor guy. I love it. Makes you sound super smart. Okay.
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 That's a good post.
It's funny, for someone born to rule, you shouldn't lose a lot. You might even say it's in your nature. Oh yeah, Phil Coulson.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Love
Making
Coulson.
them feel afraid.
Your games don't frighten me.
Making them feel little. You're really good at doing awful things and then just getting away.
What can I say? I'm a mischievous scamp. You might want to take a look at that nose. I have a bomb.
Oh, wow. Oh my God.
Loki. Oh, like all the money's there.
Oh my
Hey,
God.
you're D.B. Cooper. Let's get back to escapes.
You lost the bet.
Psychopath.
Oh.
Back in your cage. Stay seated.
I'll do what I want to do.
You're totally not in control.
All I seek is a deeper understanding of the fearsome god of mischief.
Now you all parade about as if you're the divine arbiters of power in the universe.
We are.
You're not. I am on the verge of acquiring everything I am owed. And when I do, it'll be because I did it.
Loki.
Tell my mother.
Not yet.
Oh yeah, because he hasn't seen this yet.
He
This
doesn't just know
devastated
your
him.
whole past.
God, talk about guilt, huh?
Do you enjoy killing?
I'll kill you.
What, like you did your mother?
Whoa! I mean, just to show that.
That's how it is. That's how it was. That's how it will be.
we have a situation.
Okay, Loki, I think we can finish up tomorrow and just pick it up.
Oh, little sneak. He's good at mischief, chaos, everything.
Normal.
I know you.
Give me the Tesseract or I'll gut you like a fish, Casey.
What's a fish?
That's Infinity Stones?
Infinity Stones?
What?
Some of the guys use them as paperweights.
Oh my God! See, this is where you want to be.
Is this the greatest power in the universe?
gonna watch his mom.
Mm-hmm.
Fast forward.
Remember this place.
I love Ragnarok.
Maybe you're not so bad after all, brother.
No, and he gets to see this. The music's entertaining. Oh.
Oh my
no
goodness.
way.
Oh.
Stop it.
Oh, come on. He's got to do something.
Didn't break her.
Oh, come on. Oh, jeez.
You had got away.
Don't talk back at her.
I can't go back, can I? Back to my timeline. I don't enjoy hurting people. It's the cruel, elaborate trick conjured by the weak to inspire fear.
A desperate play for control.
Even an infinity stone is useless here.
I've seen a lot, yeah. Paperweights.
Why me?
The variant we're hunting is you.
I beg your pardon.
Time signature is early 3rd millennium. Definitely anachronistic.
Whoa.
Oh. Whoa. That was fast. Huh.
Oh, wow.
Very interesting for sure.
Wow.
That sure was.
I like how dated it looks.
Yes.
Something that seems so dated, and yet it's
Yeah, look
the
at the
most
dial
powerful
tone.
thing ever.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. You can't do anything there. No power.
The music is fun because it's
Yeah,
like
TV.
space age and just
Yes,
everything
it is,
just
yeah.
sounds old.
Yes.
This is-
Tidy timeline.
Timeline. Have to keep it all together.
Mm-hmm. Like the collar's scary. Tara Strong. That's Miss Minutes. She does a lot of voices. A lot of cartoon characters. Well, I have to give Marvel credit. We do love Marvel, and the shows so far have a very different feel, very different style to them.
Oh,
Don't you agree to
definitely.
that? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Every step of the way.
100%.
Yeah. So, what do you guys think of this one so far? First
I like
episode.
it.
I love it.
Yes.
I think
That's
it's
really good.
I think it's a great challenge for him. You know, he's the
Oh,
one
sure.
who's always jumping, you know, whatever he wants to do. And
That's
now
right.
he has no authority.
Yeah.
You know, this
Sure.
group,
Yeah, definitely.
this variance authority, they are just taking over him, and he's not liking it at all.
Yeah.
Even though temporarily he took over. I mean, he moved that chick over, put the neck, you know,
Collar.
collar on, you know, her, and he's moving around within the facility, but he goes right back to his cell.
Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
I mean, it's so bizarre, but I really do like it. And for a first episode, it's always hard because we go in kind of expecting a certain level of greatness. And especially with Loki, I mean, for the other series, yes, I did too, but Loki, he's one of my favorites. Like, maybe villains, he's not like my favorite out of everyone, but I really do enjoy him a lot. And I thought, like, okay, well, it's going to be super action-packed for the first episode, but honestly, usually it's not, though. Usually it's more like establishing the environment.
And build up.
Yeah, so it was a bit slow, but it was funny. It was more silly than I thought it was going to be. But I like that humor. Because Marvel gets really silly, like Ragnarok. Like, I love that freaking movie. I died. I would not stop laughing all the way through it. I just love everything about it. And Loki was perfect in that role. He always is. I love Tom Hiddleston. And in this one, I felt like he was more, and I mean this with love, but I think we were supposed to feel like it was more pathetic. Like, here he's this, god of mischief, and he is very powerful, and he has caused a lot of mischief, a lot of problems in the past, and was very dangerous and scary.
Yeah.
But we always saw that conflict with him where, he just wanted to be accepted, and he really does care for his brother. He loved his mom, and he did care for his father. I know they're adopted, parents, but still, he really did care for them, especially his mom. Him being just out of control like this, where he just has no control. He's just completely submissive. He can't do anything to get out of this, and he feels helpless. And to see him in this role, I felt bad for him. And actually,
he's off guard. He's completely defenseless. He can't do anything. He can't use his powers. And it's almost as if Mobius made him, allowed him to leave the cell for a moment and come back and review his file to the end to see what happened after his mom died, even through everything else until his own death. To get some emotion from him, so he has some remorse, some guilt.
That's true.
You see that other side of him.
That's a good idea too, because I'm naive thinking that it got silly there where Owen Wilson walks out and he starts talking, oblivious, oh man, he escaped. But that would make sense, because here they control everything. They control time. Everything must be prejudged, prefabricated, so they know what's going to happen. But then here they're trying to reset him. I was going to say kill him, but they're trying to reset him. So maybe it is above it all. I know it's not part of the timeline. It's above that. It controls everything. But maybe they do have almost that same control in their time, if the time is different there. It's complicated. So I thought,
just to teach him a lesson.
So you're probably right. I was thinking that it was just, he's a god of mischief, and even now that he's outside that timeline and he's in this new realm, I'll say, he caused mischief there, and they did not expect it. But it would make sense if it was all, planned out already, and that was supposed to happen so he can escape and then learn more about himself.
Yes, and he did it on his own time.
Yes.
He used that time when he was by himself to look further into the rest of his file. To see what happened and to have his own emotion, because if Mobius was in the room with him, he could have been, cocky,
he was too defensive. He doesn't get deep. He protects himself, and I saw that more in this episode alone. I know he was tortured inside, and he always wanted to be good. He always wanted to be the better person, but he was always knocked down and always just wanted to be better, but in the wrong ways. But he always was insecure, where he used words and would pretend to be a person he wasn't, because he always had to seem strong, and he was always very bitey and being I am the king, I will finally get what I want, and blah blah blah. But now that he realizes that he caused so much suffering, and confessing that he never really wanted that, to actually open up for him is huge. So it could have been a ploy all this time, all the way through, because Mobius knew about Loki and said he was a fan, right? So he's been following him or just watching him. So I don't know if he knew he was going to do all of this and it would just fall into place, or just watching him, just having that feeling that, he would be great to help us out. And then all that happened on Loki's own terms, which would be kind of cool too, because I don't know how you guys feel about it. I love the idea of destiny. I think it's cool in a lot of movies and stories, but I love the idea of having your own choices too, where things aren't always meant to be a certain way. It's not set in stone, that you can make your own choices and change your life and, go on any path you want, that it's not already made for you, because that is kind of depressing too. Again, legends and stuff are fun, and you were fated, this is your destiny to do this. I love those stories, but if you don't want that path and you want to be able to be something else, I love that idea of freedom. So to feel you're trapped in this timeline is devastating. To feel Loki just to watch him like that, I'm I feel your pain there. That would really suck to feel why even bother? Why even try to enjoy life if it's already decided for you? Kind of makes you think about
you have to have your
all
choice.
Kinds of things.
And I think in this holding pattern of sorts, in this timeline where he knows what happened to him, And now Mobius wants him to help the Minutemen try to do something with the other Lokis in these other timelines, like we saw in this 1800s, Loki. I mean, he just killed a bunch of Minutemen.
Pretty quick, too.
Yeah. So how many others are out there, and how many other timelines? So Mobius, maybe even right from the beginning, from that trial, was all just an act for him. Just to see right from, you better hold your ticket, and look at that guy. He was just.
Oh, that guy was really.
Yeah, maybe. There's so many questions there, but I think you're right. Yeah, I love the idea again that maybe it wasn't fully planned, and he did cause chaos that they didn't expect, and then he kind of like manipulated and got his own terms because it's not all written in stone. But again, he's outside that timeline. I understand that, but yeah. So I'm curious. Yeah, so it's probably all fated, and they already knew that was going to happen. But to have these other Lokis that can cause this much chaos, and I mean, we're saying Lokis, it could just be one that's causing this, that's killing the Minutemen, but it could be several. Just to do that, I mean, he is quite powerful, so maybe he just has to figure out how to use his powers in a different way to be successful. But with this other variant, he seems like a bad dude, so hopefully it's not just that way.
Yeah, and it could be all these different variants, and he has to maybe in this way showing his timeline, what happened to him in his file. Maybe this will make him more like, okay, I'm the good guy now, I can change what's going to happen with these other timelines, and not be so bad, and not be so sinister, and I didn't mean to be, I'm not really a bad guy, I really didn't want to kill anyone, so maybe he has the second chance.
Yeah.
I hope so, yeah.
Me too. I think this will be a good thing for him. And I love the moment where he's in the main office or like the reception area.
That was great with that clerk.
I like the clerk guy. I know, because they do that in Marvel where it's like you have these epic areas or just like these different worlds, and then you have this advanced technology, and you always have someone who's like out of place or like super nerdy, and I just love it. So
and when he said, "What's a fish?"
I know, and like that, like he just said "gut you," and like gut would stick in my head. So even if he said an alien that I didn't understand, gutting would really stick in my brain. Where I'm like, yeah, I don't want to be gutted by anything or like anything, no thanks. But so the concept of him looking through stuff, and the Tesseract's right there in a drawer, and then the Infinity Stones are there, and they use them as paperweights. So they had several there because they're from several timelines, and you can't use anything there. So those were like the most powerful things that we've known, and like for them to just be paperweights, like that was such a huge moment for Loki to be like, what the freak is this place? Is this the most powerful place in the whole universe beyond? I mean, like, it's just insane. So that would be a perfect job for him, like to be there and to be able to control a lot of things, and I'm interested to see where this goes for sure.
So it looks like he's going to be an employee of TVA.
Yeah, time agent or something.
It's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, very creative. I mean, Marvel just keeps like expanding so much, and I know they will, but it's just insane to me and how fun it can be on their ideas. Like, it's so creative.
And they're so like, they're so out there. They're so far, they're so greatly different than the other ones, like Falcon, Winter Soldier, and WandaVision. It's just so different from all the other ones. So I love it.
That's really good.
Yeah,
I love that Minuteman, the female, the lead. She was great with him. She was just fantastic.
Okay, so she was nothing like the woman on Ragnarok, okay? But for some reason, like, I kept thinking of that role, and I think because the style of this series so far makes me think of Ragnarok. I mean, that was more like retro 80s, 70s kind of look, right? And this one's like really dated, and like all the technology is just different. But anyway, she, like, I just kept thinking of that guard that was with Jeff Goldblum, and like the stuff she would say, and she would interpret like trash. Like, I remember saying like stupid things that I would just die, and he's like, I didn't even say anything like that. What are you talking about? So she was nothing like that, but I kept seeing her like every time like she would come up, so I thought she was gonna like have that kind of humor, but I like how tough she is. Like that was scary.
Oh yeah, big time.
Tough,
And
yes.
Loki just, he grabbed that control. I mean, it was right on the table. You'd think she'd grab it first because she knows what it is that you
She
need
probably
it
has
for
never.
your prisoner.
That's right.
She's probably never been outsmarted before. I never thought like no one's
Yeah,
probably
like,
ever tried
she
that.
probably thought she
all
was,
this time.
she was probably intimidating so many people that no one would dare do anything against what she's trying.
And
to
it was a
make
smart
them do.
move.
Well,
Yeah.
that's right. He got her back though when he got the necklace
Yes, he
on
did.
her and played
Stop
sabs
it.
out back and forth.
Yeah. When he first got that collar and he got punched, right? And then she's like, even though you're at 16th or whatever time, or he's going in such slow motion,
that's right.
you're feeling the pain in real time. So it's a lot longer of a pain, right?
Yes.
So I was kind of like, oh crap. So now she has the collar on and she's probably getting sick and dizzy because even though she is super fast now or tripping or whatever all over time, she's feeling all of that. So it was still in the same time though. But anyways, like I'm sure she was feeling all of that too. So I'm like, oh my God, like that could be a huge torture to do to anyone.
And he's loving it.
Yeah, he sure
He's
could
just
see that. Yeah.
Yeah, and speaking of loving it, we did see a lot of moments that Mobius was saying, like it seems like you really enjoy giving people pain and hurting people.
That's right,
and that one time, oh God, when he actually freaking took that guy's eye out, I was like, oh sick, that's right, Like he did messed up things like that. And I know he's trying to put on a show for power, and I'm glad he opened up, like he was honest enough to just open up and like with himself and be like,
Yes.
it's the weak ones trying to really show power and to be I'm totally
And that
butchering what he
equals
said,
fear.
but yeah, and it equals fear because he's trying to install fear into people to be more powerful. And then seeing Coulson die like that again, because we love Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. We're watching that too. We're pretty far into the series, and just to see him again, I'm like, no, you can't do
We
that
love
to
our
Coulson.
man Coulson.
Yeah, and I mean, Loki did know a little bit about Coulson at that point, but he, wasn't really connected in any way significantly, and he just didn't care. But that was bad, so I was sad to see that. But anyways, I'm hoping he'll, learn from this, and he'll be a better person for it, and go from there.
I think so, and I think he'll do what Mobius is requesting of him.
I think so
will.
too. He just had to kind of knock down the arrogance and, really kind of like absorb what information he's getting, because he's always been on the defense.
And I think he's a perfect agent for Loki. With him knowing what he's about and all about him, he's just he's perfect for him. He's a little sarcastic, but he's really serious enough and he's high up, authoritative wise, where he even convinced the judge to say, okay, he's coming with me. I can, he'll be under my wing.
And it really makes you think you can't judge a book by its cover, because here he's like this, very calm and kind of like, submissive, or not submissive, but he just seems like not an authoritative kind of guy, like, oh yeah, I love it when you look down at me and I have to look up at you, and just like a real suck up kind of thing.
He's almost like a Coulson too.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, but I just didn't. I knew he was going to be some kind of powerful guy. Like that's really intimidating when it comes down to it. But I'm like, oh God, like this guy looks like so dweeby or something, and anyone could take him out. But no, he's used to doing this. He's been there forever, and time doesn't really matter there. So who knows how long he's been there? Like forever, eternity.
Yeah,
who
right.
knows? So he's probably really good at his job.
Yes,
He is. He should be.
Yeah. So Kim, thank you again for reacting today, because her husband's in surgery right now, and hopefully he's doing good. I don't know if you've heard anything yet. And thank you again, Mom, for reacting as well. And we really love doing this. And honestly, like you guys are always like so flexible, and we get together whenever we can. And thank you guys for understanding about this week, because we always put up videos every day. And we really spend a lot of time. We work hard to really make sure we can provide content for you guys, and you guys like subscribe to us, which is huge. It really helps support us. And thank you. And our Patreon as well. Like that's where we have thousands of videos where you guys can check out. We have full reactions there. We have tons of TV shows and movies. So if you want to check our links below, that really helps our channel. We've been struggling the last year to grow, because we've been kind of just staying still, and we actually went down a whole lot. support wise. So anyways, we're still trying to push through, and for medical reasons this summer too, it's been making it more of a challenge. But we do enjoy what we do, and any support you can give us is just astronomical and can really help us move forward. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you very soon as always. Until next time. Bye guys.
Bye. Join our family.
Yeah.